Within the Lycancraft system, the word karma should not be understood solely through traditional religious definitions, but instead as the movement of energy through actions and consequences. Karma describes the dynamic flow created when intention becomes action, and action generates energetic response. Every choice, emotional state, interaction, and ritual releases or absorbs energy, creating currents that move through the self and the surrounding world. Because the term karma is widely recognized and understood across many traditions, it is used here as a convenient linguistic framework. However, within Lycancraft philosophy, karma may also be viewed simply as magic in motion, the living circulation of cause and effect. Awareness of these energetic movements is especially important for the werewolf practitioner. Unlike ordinary individuals, the werewolf is portrayed as highly receptive to emotional and spiritual currents. This heightened sensitivity allows for greater transformation and power, but also introduces significant risk when a werewolf absorbs excessive negative energy, whether from external conflict, emotional suppression, or unresolved karmic entanglements. That energy accumulates within the psyche and body. If not consciously released or transformed, this stored energy can trigger the inner werewolf frenzy. The frenzy is not merely symbolic. Within the Lycancraft narrative, it represents an automatic energetic discharge mechanism. When the internal threshold is exceeded, the system forces release, often without consent or conscious intention. This can manifest as emotional overwhelm, impulsive behavior, destructive tendencies, or intense psychological pressure. The frenzy is therefore not punishment, but an immediate energetic response designed to purge accumulated imbalance. Understanding this mechanism emphasizes why conscious regulation of karmic flow is essential for survival and stability. Because of this vulnerability, rituals that release, redirect, or balance energetic accumulation are fundamental practices within Lycancraft. Ritual action allows energy to continue moving rather than stagnating. Through symbolic acts, intentional restraint, or deliberate transformation, the practitioner maintains equilibrium and prevents the buildup that leads to uncontrolled release. In this sense, karma itself functions as a form of magic, an invisible system through which energy responds to intention and motion. Positive karma, when you act with protection, charity, and generosity, you create positive energy that benefits not only you, but also others around you. This creates good karma, which may manifest as good fortune, inner peace, and spiritual advancement in your current or future lives. Within Lycancraft, positive karma also strengthens internal stability, reinforcing the werewolf's ability to maintain control over instinctual forces. Acts of compassion generate stabilizing energy that reduces the likelihood of uncontrolled frenzy by dispersing tension before it accumulates. Negative karma, negative actions such as gossip, harm, or theft create bad karma, leading to challenges, suffering, or difficult situations. However, this negative karma is not necessarily a form of punishment, but rather a means by which the soul can learn, grow, and evolve. Negative karma creates the circumstances that challenge an individual to develop wisdom, compassion, and a deeper understanding of the law of interconnectedness. For the werewolf, negative karma may increase energetic pressure, intensifying emotional resonance, and making conscious regulation more important. The karmic scale of balance. The karmic scale of balance represents a dynamic equilibrium that is constantly in flux based on the individual's actions and choices. This balance is not fixed, but instead evolves over time as the soul progresses through multiple lifetimes and experiences. It can be thought of as a weighting system of sorts, where good actions contribute to the balance of positive karma and negative actions contribute to the accumulation of karmic debt. Lycancraft emphasizes that maintaining balance is not about perfection, but about continual adjustment, recognizing when energy becomes heavy and consciously redistributing it through ritual, reflection, or compassionate action. Karmic debt. The idea of karmic debt suggests that when a soul creates negative karma, for instance, by causing harm, acting out of ignorance, or acting selfishly, it accumulates a debt that must be resolved. This karmic debt is not a punishment in the traditional sense. Rather, it is an opportunity for the soul to learn and evolve by rectifying past actions through positive behavior, understanding, and spiritual growth. This often plays out in future lifetimes or in specific life challenges. Within the werewolf paradigm, unresolved debt may increase internal tension, reinforcing the need for conscious release practices. Karmic credit. Similarly, positive karma acts as a kind of spiritual credit, where the soul accumulates merits by performing virtuous actions, helping others, and engaging in practices that contribute to collective well-being. Just like karma can be a debt that needs to be worked off, it can also be a credit that leads to growth, freedom, and enlightenment. For the werewolf practitioner, karmic credit acts as energetic resilience, a reserve that stabilizes emotional fluctuations and supports controlled transformation rather than reactive frenzy. Ultimately, the Lycancraft understanding of karma frames life as a continuous movement of energy. By recognizing karma as active magic rather than passive fate, the practitioner becomes capable of guiding the flow, releasing excess pressure through ritual, and maintaining balance between instinct and awareness. Survival depends not on suppressing energy, but on allowing it to move consciously, ensuring that transformation remains intentional rather than forced.